I was fucking with the scam at the time. So I was able to run up a few bands to get the money to get on the run.
Right.
And I shot to New Orleans from Chicago. Once I made it out of the facility, I shot to New Orleans. I got family, a little foundation in New Orleans. I knew from New Orleans, all my family that's been tied in with the drug trade from what they went through and got deported, or cases that are not closed, you know, what they smuggling, the cocaine or whatever they was doing at the time, that I could gain the knowledge to how to get past this situation, because they, you know, they neck deep.
Right.
So I go to New Orleans. I'm in New Orleans for a few weeks learning the ropes, like how you get in tune with a coyote, how you can cross the border, how you can blase. I'm in New Orleans for 2 weeks. I get the knowledge you got to get to Texas.
Right.
You get to Texas, you're on the border. It's simple then. You in Mexico. So I get to Texas, McAllen, Texas. I crossed the border into Reynosa, Mexico. 30-day trip in Mexico. Beautiful country, right? I'm backpacking, right? I know the slightest of Spanish, but my father's side is Spanish, so I know it just enough to get around. And here I am, you know, this standout character, black guy in Mexico, bunch of tattoos and you know the whole nine. They like, nigga, you better put a turtleneck on or something, cover up your tattoos, because these guys out here don't play with the gangs and the cartel and etc. So make a long story short, I make it through Mexico with no problem. It took me about 30 days. I get to the border of Mexico. I call my uncle. My uncle, man, I'm gonna put you in tune with a coyote. You know, you might have to, you know, do some swimming or do, you know, you might have to do some extravagant shit. But if you want to get past Mexico and get into Guatemala, man, you are making my way to an island in Honduras called Rotan. Not the country of Honduras.
Damn,
but
that sounds tough, bro.
Yeah, an island. An island called Rotan. Rotan Bay Island in Honduras, right? And I get to the border of Mexico 30 days later, right? Backpacking and using what they call autobus. It's a Greyhound, you know, lack of better words. That's the Mexican Greyhound, right? So I make it to the border of Mexico, and this the border of Guatemala now. I get a coyote. This motherfucker pull up on 2 tractor wheels, and I want to say it was probably like 10 2x4 woods nailed on top of these tractor wheels, and we at a river, right? And you know, they Beni aquí, you know, hurry up, get on. And what the fuck? Well, it's a tractor wheel and some wood. What the fuck is you niggas talking about? Get on. You know? So I was there, wasn't no turning back at that time, because I thought, you know, this was all's in, what they call the slogan, all's end all be all, right? So I'm like, nigga, I'm either gonna die or we gonna cross this motherfucker, because I ain't going back. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do? So I get on with the coyote. Lack of better words, the coyote is a human smuggler, right? That's what they call the coyote.
I heard it is.
Right. So I get on the wood and the big ass tractor wheels, and he paddling across. I put my finger in the water. He snap out on me. Get your finger out the water. All right, cool. All right, my boy, what's going on? He skimmed the water with the light. It's eyes showing. All in this river. What the fuck is that? Oh, them caiman. Caiman? I'm panicking. You know what I'm saying? Caiman. Them motherfucking alligators and crocodiles in this motherfucker. What y'all do? Nigga up 357. Put it to my head. Cállate la boca. Trying to shoot me. You know. Silencio. Shut up. We crossing the border. I'll blow your shit off right now before I let them catch us crossing you the border, and they gonna kill us anyway. Oh, You know, I get in line. You gotta respect the situation. So we crossed the little river, Cayman, you know, and get into Guatemala. Man, Guatemala not my destination. My destination is the Bay Islands of Honduras. That's Rotan. So we through Guatemala now. All through Guatemala City. One can do their research on Guatemala City. Ain't nothing to play with. It makes Chicago look like pigeon shit, man. You know what I mean? We is who we is, but them little motherfuckers out there is who they is, and that's why the cartels is who they is.
Right.
So I have to go through the city of Guatemala, zone 6, zone this, zone that. I ain't gonna speak on what zone it was, but I ran into a situation where, you know, the DSEOchos and the MS-13s out there, they got a conflict going on. You tatted up.
Right.
You don't look the part. You're a gang member. I don't know who you are. You MS at 13. You MS or you 18. But you something.
Right.
Because you this. I run into an altercation. I get stripped naked. You know? Motherfuckers surround me with machetes, machine guns. Oh, what you MS? You MS? I'm 18. You MS? Nah, man. No habla español. I'm a tourist. I'm just trying. You ain't no motherfucking tourist. Stop playing with us. You know what I mean? They can't believe it. You a tourist. You ain't no tourist. You one of these gang members.
Right.
Strip me naked. Search all my tattoos. Now, damn, I should have said something better. Strip naked. Fuck it. It's authentic. Strip me naked, right?
Right.
Strip me naked. I had to respect my situation.
Right.
I'm on the run. I don't have no weapons on me. I'm trying to make it to my destination so I can live in freedom, right? They check all my tattoos. I get a blessing. I make it through that situation, right? I'm out in Guatemala City for about 2 more weeks. Get to the border of Guatemala and Honduras, the mainland, the country. We gotta... Damn, how should I say that? Honduras is crooked than a motherfucker. Guatemala crooked than a motherfucker. The bus service I was using, because I came to a standstill while I was lost. Right. I couldn't get in contact with my people back here that could tell me how to proceed, and I couldn't get in contact with my family out in Honduras to tell me how to proceed. So I was really a sitting duck, had to use my own resources with my lack of excellent Spanish, you know. So we get to the border of Guatemala and Honduras, and I luck up, and I meet a guy trying to buy some weed. Right. I'm trying to buy some weed. I'm stressing. Multi. Well, I get the weed out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I need a blunt. I get to rotating with this guy. He knew good broken English. I had nothing but, you know, only thing left I had was hope. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I was just stranded in Guatemala, couldn't get in touch with nobody. And I told him, like, man, look, bro, I'm on the run from America, man. I done escaped out of prison. I'm trying to make it to Honduras. Right. Oh, yeah? Man, what? This the price. Now, man, I'm stashed up everywhere. I should rewind that a little bit because when I got stripped naked, he said he can add it. Man, that's what you wrote in that. That's wifey right there. Put that in there. Fuck. You know, wifey don't want me to incriminate myself. You know, a real one. But I get to the border of Guatemala. They tell me the route. Oh, okay, we got you. We hook you up with a coyote. But this how this go. This bus gonna pull over here by these mountains before they cross the border. You gonna meet up with a coyote. He gonna take you through this mountain travel trail, and we gonna pick you up on the other side. What? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a suicide mission.
Suicide mission out the ass, bro. But what else a choice I got?
Right.
Call America and tell them come pick me up. And I done reached the end of the ropes.
Right.
Come get me, man. I'm stuck in Guatemala. Let's do it. You know, I'm here. What y'all gonna do? Man, we finna run this bitch down. We finna get up out of here. So I get to the border, I hop out the bus, get in contact with the coyote. It's about 10 of us. Mothers with their kids, you know, young individuals like me, older individuals. And we on this trail, and we following this guy through the mountains. And if anybody familiar with Guatemala and Honduras border, it's a mountain terrain. And we going through checkpoints. And I paid for this. Don't mind you, the coyote didn't caught a bag already. I already gave him a couple $1,000. There ain't none of the coyotes or services I did was free. You know, it was a price on everything. And we going through the mountains, and motherfucking they border so crooked, they hopping down from the trees and camouflage. Oh, okay. The coyote paying him out the chops that we didn't already pay him. We get through. We get to this mountain peak. We must be about 15 minutes from the destination of crossing the border and getting picked up by the bus. And the coyote tell us, man, sit down, sit down. Everybody sit down, lay down. We lay down, and we at the peak of one of these hills, man. Next thing you know, rifle go off. And you know that rifle got a distinctive sound when that bitch traveling.
Mm-hmm.
That bitch go off. Coyote say, run! He was fucking. It's over with. Let's run.
Mm.
So we after him running down these, you know, the rest of the course to get across the border where we about to get picked up. Women dropping their babies. You know. Grandmothers being left behind. We make it past the we get down to the bus, and I look back. It was about it. We started the trip about 15 of us. There's about 6 of us left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a lot of toddlers. I'm talking about newborns, and old elder ladies wasn't there. They wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got into Honduras. And I was one of the lucky few I made it on that bus. You know. And motherfucking, you know, we made it on that bus, and we was in Honduras now. And the journey continues, because, mind you, I'm trying to get to the islands. This the mainland, you know. Y'all do y'all research and understand the difference between the mainland and the islands, you know. And I'm on the mainland now. I'm here. You know, I'm suppressing what I just saw. I ain't really thinking about it yet. It don't hit me till later on in life, you know what I mean? But at that moment, it was like, I'm here. I had completed the task. I'm free. And contact my people. They sent the boat for me, picked me up, got me to the island. I sat there for a couple years and made a baby. And in the course of making a child, I was in contact with the police all the time.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, they was raiding my mama crib 24/7. They was raiding anybody next to me or who had any knowledge of me. They was raiding them. And at this time, I didn't have knowledge. I lost all contact with America once I got in Guatemala. So I ain't know the extent of how far they was going to catch me, because I was ghost. So now I make it to Honduras. I call my people. My mama like, you can't call. They own you. They tracking this shit. Do you? You know, figure this shit out. You know, my family had to wash their hands with me because I was a fugitive, man. On escape and out the country. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how the escape go, right? We get into how I got back and all that shit, you know, whatever you want to get into that.
Yeah, but that's crazy, though. You caught a case out there, though, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't?
They act like I did.
Right.
I turned myself in.
Oh, you turned yourself in.
And they made it seem as if they caught this big ass drug trafficker, etc., etc., etc. But to be honest, being the son of a drug trafficker, I was tied in with things out there. I never got convicted of anything in Honduras. They so phony and fake. They had me on Telemundo. I was on Telemundo. You can Google, you know, my government name with Honduras behind it, and they got the whole display on. Like they just fucking caught Notorious. I turned myself in. I ain't catch shit. I used to tease them. I used to talk to the motherfucking march. I used to talk to the police here and tell them, bitch, come get me there if you know where I'm at. Come get me. They used to be video chatting me on Facebook. That's why I got rid of Facebook. I don't have a Facebook to this day, but I got an Instagram and it's the same shit. I'm starting to find out.
But it did come a time when you was ready to come back.
Absolutely.